Okay, this is Fred. He's missing his head. I'm gonna do that appendicular skeletal video. Um, First, we start with the clavicle, and you have the acromial end is here, and the sternal end is right here, and then the scapula, which is on the back, which is actually like your shoulder blade back here. You have the carotid process, which is this area in here. It's towards the front of your body. And then you have the subscapular fossa, which is right up in here and in there. And then you have the glenoid cavity, which is also in the front. It's hard to, because this is just flat, so it's hard to point them out, but it's in towards the front. And then you have on the back is the spine, which is this little raised area right here. And then the acromion, which is it's back here, it's this area here. And then you have the supraspinal fossa, which is also in the front on the scapula. The infraspinosus fossa, which is, it's also on the front, I believe. And then the sternoclavicle joint is right here. And then you have the other acromial clavicle joint, which is right up in there. And then the arm, this is the humerus right here. This is the head, which is here. The greater tubercle is in here on the inside, and then the lesser is on the outside, which is here. The deltoid tuberosity is the mid bone, and then the medial epicaudal is actually, it's hard to turn this back, which is like the inside of the bottom portion of the bone. And then the deltoid tuberosity is, oh, we did that already. The lateral epicoidal is the outside bottom of the bone. And then you have the corneoid fossa, which is, it's a line that goes to the inside bottom portion of the bone. But this arm has been giving me issues. The radial head, is I think this hand is on backwards too, because this is the radial head, which is right here. This is a radial head, but the radius is usually closer to the usually lined up with the thumb. So then or no, the capitulum is the one that articulates with the radial head, which is, and then the capitulum also articulates with the radial head, and then the trochlear articulates with the ulna head. the aileron fossa. It goes with the ulna also. And so all those are in here with the radius. Then you have the forearm, which is composed of the ulna and the radius. So the ulna, which I think, let's try this hand. Yeah, I think these hands are on backwards, or the shoulder or something. Yeah, okay, so let's do this one. So the ulna is here. The ulna is here, and it you have the olecranon, which is the top of the ulna, and then the styloid process, which is the bottom portion of the ulna, and then the radius, the radial head, the radial tuberosity, which is this little bump on the bone, and then you have the styloid process, which is the bottom part of the radius. Maybe this hand isn't backwards. Maybe it should be. But yeah, this is the radius. This is the ulna, according to how this hand is sitting. Then you have the corpus, or your wrist, and so you have the proximal row, which is, it's hard to see on here. So you have the scaphoid. They all go in order. So you have the scaphoid, the lunate, the triquintral, and the pisciform. They'll all be right here, and they go like this. And then the distal row, which is the part that's further away from the body, you have the trapezium, the trapezoid, the capitate, and the hamate, which is the bottom row of bones on that hand, on the wrist. Which bones form the wrist joint? The scaphoid and the lunate form the wrist joint. The joint with the pollex, and the pollex is your thumb. The one that forms that joint is the trapezium, I believe. That's the one that forms that joint with the thumb. Then you have your pelvic girdle. The pelvic girdle, and then you have the coxal bones. And these are the coxal bones, and the bones that fuse were the ilium and the ischium and the pubis. Those are the bones that fuse together. Then you have the actobellum, which is by the iliac crest of your pelvis. And then you have the pubic symphysis, which is in just the middle. And then you have the tubular foramen hole, which is these right here. And then you have